In most households, eggs have been cracked and their shells discarded, useless. However, in some, the simple egg has been transformed into an elaborate ornament. History shows that egg decorating began in ancient times. The egg was a symbol of rebirth, security, love. To early civilizations, coloured and decorated eggs represented the coming of spring, and today can now be given as a gift, a reminder of a special place or occasion. But how can this transformation take place? The first step is to remove the inside, empty the egg. You can blow it or use this special tool. Then run water through it to remove any residue before setting it out on a stand to dry. Having decided on the design for the egg, marking the shape using this tool will provide even curves and symmetry. Cutting the egg requires a special drill. It is recommended that a mask is worn, and the sound may remind you of a dreaded venue. To ensure that the egg can withstand handling, a coat of PVA glue is added to the inside. The outer surface is smoothed down with sandpaper and coated with paint of the chosen colour. If you are using a spray can, it is advisable to work in the open air. Paint can also be applied by hand, but several coats are necessary to give it an even finish. When first starting out on this hobby, you may prefer to use transfer pictures which give a simple yet attractive touch. Alternatively, you may enjoy painting a picture or pattern on it freehand yourself. Part of the fun of egg art is selecting the right trimmings for each individual egg. A great deal of fun can be had hunting through tabletop sales, charity shop baskets, junk shops, market stores for trimmings of lace, beads, cord, ribbon, braiding. The next stage is to line the inner shells. Although the colour and texture of the material will be influenced by the theme, it isn't necessary to spend a lot of money on fabric. Offcuts in craft shops, bits and pieces from friends come in very useful. It is recommended that the material is fine and soft. Satin and velvet give a luxurious effect. Cutting to size, sewing, gluing in place, then trimming the edges are all part of this process. A little sewing gives those keen on needlework a chance to use this skill. Once the excess fabric has been trimmed off, a narrow band of piqué or lace is lightly glued close to the inner rim to give a neat edging. The next process is attaching the egg, if cut in two, with a hinge. The hinge requires careful selection. Account has to be taken of weight and size of the egg. The exact position for each hinge is marked to ensure it is centrally placed, in line with the front opening. Cigar box hinges can be useful, but craft shops and specialist suppliers offer a wide range of styles and sizes. Now the trimmings and ornaments are selected and applied to the outer side of the two halves of the shell. The braiding can be piqué, scalloped, silk loop, twisted cord and satin, or rat tail of different widths and colours. It's all a matter of personal choice. It's advisable to test the flexibility of the hinges by carefully opening the shell. Several rows of trimmings can be applied using a light touch of glue, single, double, treble, according to the chosen design, or whatever is simply pleasing to the eye. Attention is once more given to the inside of the egg. The inner lining is complete when a small ribbon rose is glued to the centre, the finishing touch. You may prefer to use miniature artificial flowers, figures of animals, or add a small piece of jewellery, perhaps a memento if the egg is to be a gift to a friend. Pretty effects can also be achieved by spraying the inside shell with diamond dust, snow, polyflakes, or ballerina beads. For the ornaments, all sorts of jewellery, brooches, chains, earrings can be used and stunning effects achieved. But the stand plays an important part. Account should be taken of the style and height so that it complements the whole egg design.
Because it gives it the lovely elegant height.
Unwanted jewellery from family and friends can be dismantled, although some beautiful accessories can be purchased from suppliers. Part of the enjoyment of egg art is selecting the right ornaments to create the intended design. Fixing the hinge is possibly the most tricky operation, and plain hinges can be covered with small filigree designs to enhance them. Gold or silver metallic patterns can be acquired from specialist suppliers. Only the smallest amount of glue is necessary, and excess may spread over the hinged part, preventing the egg from opening. It's advisable once again to gently test the opening. Particular types of ornaments and trimmings, styles of design, colour can be identified with specific countries and cultures. Ukrainian and Czech batik eggs are distinctive due to their brightly coloured, beautifully patterned designs, whilst the freehand sgraffito, in which the intricate design is scratched through one layer to reveal another, signifies eggs from Bavaria and Switzerland. Cut and coloured paper designs are frequently found on Polish eggs. African resist is a stunning contemporary technique inspired by African textile designs, using bold patterns and restraining colours. But our egg is almost complete. We are just perhaps going to put the icing on the top of the cake by adding a very, very minute jewel-like ornament to the central top decoration. Attention to detail is important. Eyeing is the key to getting everything straight. It's disappointing if the final decoration leans to one side. The oldest known decorated eggs dated from the coming of Christianity, and this art has continued as a folk art worldwide. In the West, egg customs have traditionally been associated with Easter, although the practice of giving chocolate eggs is a recent one. Egg art is fairly young in this country, only beginning to be popular in the last 20 years. A glance at some completed eggs will allow you to discover the scope and variety of intricate and intriguing designs which can be achieved, some simple, some elaborate. There is seemingly no end to the variety of eggs which can be used today. Quail, duck, goose, hen, ostrich, peacock. You can get ideas from craft fairs, egg shows and seminars. It's a versatile craft for artists, pressed flower arrangers, miniature model makers. Those eggs with one or more openings are referred to as diorama eggs. They can reveal a scene specially devised to mark a christening, wedding anniversary, coming of age, birth. If you feel nervous, why not start with half an eggshell in a card? The egg is complete. What's left? The inside can be used in cooking, for instance a sponge. Tasty, but not long-lasting, and as individual as this art form.